Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, last session we have completed up to supplier master files. Today we will start from items master files. First, you can create items from item master file. You can go to items, list. From here you can create items, bundle items and item categories. First, we will create item categories. Go to items, list, item categories. Right, from here, you can create item categories by clicking add category. You can enter item category name and you can save. The main purpose of these item categories is you can use these item categories for reporting purposes. When you are generating items report, you can use these item categories. You can select item categories here and you can generate report. So you can categorize your items by item brand, then seasonal products, like that. You can categorize your items. Okay. Next, we will move to item creation. You can create items from items list, list of items, and click item, add item, or you can directly create items from items and select add an item. Here in this screen you can enter item details. First, you can enter item code, then you can enter item description. After that, you can select your item category. Okay, and there are two options: item types, physical and service. If you are creating a physical item, you can select this physical, and if you are creating a service item, you can select service item. And if you select physical, you can see opening cost, opening quantity available. But if you select service, that you can view only opening cost only, because service item doesn't have any quantity or opening as at date. Therefore, when you select service, opening quantity and opening quantity as at date not available. Okay, first we will create a physical item. You can select physical, and in practical situation you may create or you may implement the system for all company, or you may implement the system for new company. If you are implementing the system for new company, there may be not opening balances available, but if you are implementing for all company, there may be opening balances. So if you have any opening balance, you can enter opening balance cost and opening balance quantity. Now for an example, if you think for an example, if you are selling computers, when you are implementing the system, you may have 10 computers at 125,000. Then you can enter the cost 125,000, and you can enter the opening quantity as 10. Then you can select the opening balance as at date. And this active tick, if this item is a active item, you can tick, and later if you want to inactivate this item, you can untick this active tick. Okay, if you are creating a service item, you can select service, and if cost available, you can enter the cost. In the bottom part, there are few tabs: details, price list, activity, notes, user defined fields, purchase graphs, sales versus purchase graphs, and picture. Okay, for demonstration purposes, I'll open an item with transactions. Right now, I have open an item with transactions. Now, first you can enter the selling price for this item. Okay, you can enter exclusive selling price, and if taxes available, you can select from here the relevant tax. Then system will calculate the inclusive price. Based on your tax rate, system will calculate the inclusive selling price. And you can enter the unit of measures. Now, for an example, if you are selling sugar, you can enter kilograms, or if you are selling any clothes, you can enter meters. Like that, you can enter the unit of measure here. Next, item accounts. From here, you can select sales account, cost of sales account, inventory account, and item adjustment account. Now, main purpose of this item account is, now you can generate your financial reports. We'll open a profit and loss report. Right, you can see under sales there are several accounts. Now, when you are creating an item, if you want to display that item selling income in a separate line, you can create sales account here. Okay, now when you are selling this item, this sales account will update in the profit and loss report. Then when you are selling the item, that cost of that product, product will update in the cost of sales account. And when you are purchasing that item, it will update the inventory account. And also, if you are doing any adjustment for that item, this item adjustment will update. Sorry for that. Actually, now we have only 10 participants. Initially, we registered more than 100 students. It's better if you can participate for every session, because when you are participating for the session, if you have any questions or if you have any doubts, you can clear when the session continues. Okay, right. Okay, now we will move to item accounts. Here you can create sales account. Now for an example, if you are running a hotel, in that hotel you want to identify food and beverage income separately, accommodation income separately, and services, extra services income separately. In that case, you can create this item, and for an example, assume you are creating an item for breakfast. Then you can select that food and beverage income for this item. Okay, and if you are creating a room account, you can select accommodation income for that amount, that account. Then if you are creating any service, transport kind of item, you can select that services income, other income, as your sales account. Then in this profit and loss report, if you want to maintain different cost of sales account, same as income account, sales account, you can create accommodation income. Now for breakfast, you can create cost of sales, food and beverages, and for rooms, you can create cost of sales, accommodation. Then services, you can create cost of sales, services. Like that, you can create item accounts for these items. And also, if you want to maintain different inventory accounts, you can create from here. For an example, brand wise or product wise, you want to maintain inventory accounts, you can maintain here. And when you are generating your balance sheet, you can view that inventory account separately. Okay, next, item adjustments. You can create item, you can enter item adjustments from here. And when you are doing item adjustments, these accounts, this account will update. Okay, and you can view that item adjustment from this profit and loss report. Okay, next, price list tab. Now in this system, you can maintain different price lists. Now if you are selling your items at a different prices for different customers, you can create price list. You can create price list from company, change company settings, general settings, item settings, and price list. From here, you can create price list. And if you want, you can rename these price list names. You can create price list from here, and after you create price list, it will update in the price list tab. Okay, from here you can view your price list. After you create price list, you can enter price list relevant prices for that price list. Now for an example, if you are selling this product at a different prices, you can enter that prices for this price list. Okay, now you can see different prices available. And when you are invoicing for customers, now you can create customers here, and you can link that price list to customers. From here you can select you can link that price list, and when you are invoicing for customers, that relevant prices will apply for that invoice. Okay, we will do an example. Okay, now we will invoice for these two customers. That first customer has a student price list, second customer has a retail price list. We'll enter another customer tax invoice for that second customer. Select the item. Now you can see same item here, price is 125, but for this customer it's 130 because we have different price list. And after you enter that prices, you can view inclusive selling price, gross profit percentage, and gross profit amount. Next, activity tab. After you enter transactions for that item, this activity tab automatically update. From here, you can view your opening balance, that item opening balance, if any adjustments, tax invoices, supplier invoices, that purchases, credit notes, and supplier returns. And also you can view quantity on hand and value of that item. And if you want to view details of these tax invoices, by clicking this detail button, you can view your tax invoices. You can view customer, document number, document date, quantity, and exclusive total. These fields minus because when you are selling, that item will out from the system, therefore this will display as a minus value. And also if you want to view that tax invoice, by clicking this detail button, you can view the tax invoice. All that items, if items out, it will display as minus, and plus are in items. Then notes, from here you can add a note. By clicking this plus mark, you can add notes, and you can enter action date, subject, and details of that note. You can enter notes. After you enter notes, it will display in dashboard. And also if you want, you can attach a attachment to this note. Next, user defined fields. From here you can enter user defined fields. Now in this detail section, you can enter item details, and in addition to that, if you want to add additional information, you can use this user defined fields. And you can change these label names from company settings, go to company, change company settings. User defined fields, items. From here, you can rename your user defined fields labels. Next, purchasers graph. You can view your purchases from this graph. You can view last year and this year. You can compare monthly purchases with previous years. Next, sales graph. From here, you can view your this year and previous year monthly sales. These graphs will automatically update when you are doing sales and purchases. And also you can drill down, and by clicking that bar, you can drill down these details. Next, sales versus purchases graph. From here, you can view sales versus purchases graphs as monthly. And if you want to attach any picture to this item, you can attach from here by clicking add picture. After you enter these details, you can save this item. Okay, now you can create two items. You can create any item, and you can view the list of items. Okay, please create two items now. Okay, after you create items, you can view that item list from this list of items grid. You can view items from items list. list of items. And this screen you can view item code, item description, item category, item type, whether it's physical or service, price exclusive, average cost, last cost, quantity on hand, gross profit percentage, item adjustment account, active, and actions. And if you want to customize this grid, by clicking this customize grid button, you can change these fields. If you want to add any field, you can tick here, and if you want to remove any column, you can untick that column. Then you can sort this grid by clicking the heading. You can sort ascending or descending order. And you can see there are a few buttons. After you select these items, those buttons will activate. Now if you want to delete any item, you can delete by clicking this button. And if you want to mark as active or inactive, you can change that item active from here by unticking. Then if you want to change your item details, by selecting that item, you can update. Now if you want to update more than one item, you can select those items. And now here this item category is accommodation. If you want to change all that more than one item at once, you can select those items and click update. From here you can select the category, item category, and from here you can select the relevant category. Now if you want to change to category 1, this category will change. Like that, this field you can change at once. Category, tax on sales, tax on. Okay, next, create bundle items. We will create bundle items from here, or you can go to items, list of item bundles. Okay, now main purpose of this bundle item is, now in practical situation you may sell computers. Now when you are, if you are selling computers, that computer may have monitor, CPU, mouse, keyboard, like that. There are some components. Now if you create that bundle items, when you are invoicing, by selecting that bundle item at once, you can select all items. Now we will enter an example. Go to customers, transactions, customer codes. We will add a code, First, you need to change this item to bundle in this type. After that, you can select that bundle item. Now we will select computer. After you select that item, all components including in this computer will display here. And if you want, you can change the quantity. By selecting that main quantity, you can increase or decrease other components quantity. Now if you change to 10, the items also quantities will change and prices also change accordingly. Okay, now we will create a bundle item. Go to items, list of item bundles, click add item bundle. Here you can enter item code and you can enter the item bundle description. After that, you can select your items and you can enter the quantity. Like this, you can create your bundle item by clicking this plus mark. If you want to add items, you can add, and if you want to remove any item, you can remove by clicking this red color button. After you create your bundle item, you can save this item. Right, now you can create your bundle items. right? Like that you can create items, bundle items and item categories. Next we will move to banking master files. You can create bank accounts from banking module, and you can enter, after you create bank accounts, you can enter customer receipts, supplier payments and other account transactions in bank accounts. You can create bank accounts from go to banking, list of bank and credit cards. Click add a bank or credit card, or you can directly create bank accounts from banking and click add a bank or credit card. From here you can enter the bank account name. For an example, now if you have two bank accounts in Sampath Bank, you can create or you can enter bank account name as Sampath Bank, and you can enter your first bank account, and when you are creating second bank account, you can create the, or you can enter the Sampath Bank and you can enter second bank account number, or you can enter Sampath Bank 1 and Sampath Bank 2. Like that you can enter your bank account name. After that you can select your bank account category. From this category you can select current account, fixed deposit, PD checks, petty cash, savings account. Like that you can select that category. If you want to create category, by clicking this add new category, you can create new bank account category. Next, default payment method. There are 4 methods: cash, check, credit card and EFT. EFT is electronic fund transfer. Now if you select any default payment method here, when you are entering any transaction, any bank transactions, now I'll open this Sampath Bank. Now in this bank account, default payment method is check. Now when you are entering any bank transaction, for an example we will enter customer receipt. Click add receipt, and now here you can see payment method is check. If you enter or if you select any default payment method, when you are processing the transaction, that payment method will display as default payment method. Next, bank name. You can enter your bank name here, and you can enter your bank account number, and also you can enter branch name and branch code. Next, active. If this tick is ticked, this bank account is active, and if you want to later inactivate this bank account, you can untick this option. Okay. Next, default. Now in this bank account we have tick for default. Then when you are entering any transaction, any bank transaction, this bank account will display as a default bank account. Now we will enter supplier payment. Now you can see this bank account will display as a default bank account, and also this default payment method check will display here. If you want to change this bank account, you can change from here, and also you can change the payment method. When you are processing time, you can change the bank account and payment method. Next, currency. If you have activated multi-currency, you can select your currency. If you have any foreign bank accounts, you can select that currency from here. You can create your foreign currency from here, company, change company settings, multi-currency. From here, you can add currencies. Next, opening balance. If you are implementing the system for all company, you may have opening balance. You can enter that opening balance here, and you can enter the opening balance as a date. I'll open a bank account with transactions. After you enter details, you can view that two tabs available, activity and notes. From activity, you can view this transaction, opening balance, customer receipts, supplier payments, account receipts, account payments, transfer out, transfer in, tax payment, tax refund, and this bank account balance. If you want to view details, by clicking this detail button, you can view the details. And notes tab, if you want, you can add any notes to this under notes tab, and also you can attach any documents if you want. By clicking this plus mark, you can add attachments. After you enter these details, you can save your bank account. And from this method, when you are creating bank account, you can enter bank account name, and bank name also compulsory. Without entering bank account name and bank name, you cannot save bank account. And also in practical situation, you may need to create petty cash account, cash control accounts, and cash in hand account. Those cash accounts also you can create from here. Now for an example, if you are creating any petty cash account, you can enter bank account name as petty cash and bank name as petty cash, and you can save your petty cash account. Okay, right, now you can create your bank account. Okay, next we will move to bank and credit card categories. From here, you can create your bank and credit card categories by clicking this add category, and you can enter the bank account category. Now you may create a fixed deposit, savings account, current account, PD checks account, petty cash accounts from this category. Okay, now you can create few bank and credit card categories. Okay, next we will move to quick entry rules. Okay, now from this quick entry rule, you can enter or you can set a payee name, and you can allow to system to fill other details. Now for an example, if you set BC as pay, then if you enter that payee name, system will fill other details. We will do an example. Go to banking, transactions, banking. After you click that banking, you can see this Sampath Bank Rupee account will display as default bank account, and you can view the bank balance. Right, now we will check this quick entry rule. You can enter payee name. Here we have set BC. When you enter BC, you can see that description entered as bank charges, and type change to account, and selection selected as bank charges. We'll do another example. Now if you select PWH, it will select that account type to supplier, and it will select the PW Holdings as the supplier name. Okay, now here default its account, we will enter PWH. Then it will change to description as software renewal, types change to supplier, and supplier PW Holdings as a supplier. Like that, you can set quick entry rules. The main purpose of this quick entry rules is if you have several transactions, by easily or by entering these few letters, you can complete your transaction. Okay, you can select other details by entering only few letters. First, you can enter that payee name. Now, for an example, we will enter UOP. Then set the description to then you can select the account, and from here also we will select advertising, and you can save. And after you go to banking transactions, when you enter UOP, system will fill other details. Now description change to University of Veeradhini and type account selection as advertising. Like that, when you are entering a few letters, you can fill other details. Okay, now you can create a few quick entry roles. Go to banking banking list, quick entry roles. You can create a few quick entry roles, and you can go to banking transactions, banking, and you can enter that quick entry rule pay name, and you can check whether those quick entry rules working properly. Okay, right. Next, we will move to bank statement mapping rules. Now, in this bank statement mapping rule, we can use for you can import your bank statement to the system, and you can set, or from here you can search for bank statement. Now, for an example, in here, charges, if CHG is available in this in your bank statement, it will update as account, type as account, and it will select from system will select that GL account as bank charges, and if tax available, it will select the correct tax account, and pay name as bank, and accounting display description as bank charges. Okay, from here you can import your bank statement, and system will check these descriptions available in the bank statement, and if it is available, system will fill these details. Okay, we will do an example. First, you can export these details. Okay, you can export this entered transaction, and there are first you can select import bank statement, and here you can select CSV. Here you can download an example. Okay, we will enter today date, and description. Now here we have set description CHGS. We will include this as description, and we will enter amount. Okay, save and close. Now here we have entered only date, description, as in this search bank statement for, and amount. Okay, now we will go to banking, and we will import our bank statement. We will delete few transactions. Right, now we will go to import bank statement, select CSV, and we can select that bank statement. Click import file. Now you can see your CSV file import completed successfully. 3 rows successfully imported. Okay, now you can see we have entered in that this file, we have entered only CHGS, and by system it has filled other details. Okay, this bank charges, select the account. You can see 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 we have entered. Those details filled by the system. Okay, and if you have many transactions, you can use this bank statement mapping rule. Okay, and now especially you can use this now. Assume when you are paying your telephone bills, you can set this mapping rule. Okay, then you can mention your mobile number. Then when that telecommunication company service provider uploading their statement, system will automatically update your account details. Okay, furthermore, in apartments, okay, now apartments, there are many houses, and if you mention that house number, for an example, now you are apartment in Trillium Residencies, your apartment number is B0101. Now if you are paying that banking, or if you are depositing that your any fees or any management fees to that or utility bills to that Trillium Residencies bank account, you can mention your apartment number, and if that system automatically set that this bank statement mapping rule, your customer account will automatically update. Okay, we will enter another transaction. Now we will enter this B0101. Okay, you have an apartment in Trillium Residencies, and your apartment number is B0101, and when you are depositing that or if you are doing any fund transfers to that Trillium Residencies, you will mention your apartment number. Now we will import that bank statement. We'll change amounts. We'll delete these 3 transactions. Okay, now we will import our bank statement. Go to import bank statement, select CSV, browse, and select the file, import file. Okay, your CSV file import completed successfully, and 3 rows successfully imported. You can see now these 3 transactions. We have set B0101 type customer, selection B0101, pay name and accounting, display description. Those details fill from the system. Okay, like that you can set bank statement mapping rules. Right, now you can create bank statement mapping rule, and you can import your bank statement. Okay, when you are importing your bank statements, there are three file types: OFX, CSV, and historic CSV. If you select CSV, you can view only three columns: date, description, amount. And if you select historic CSV, you can view other fields also. Okay, date, pay name, description, type, selection, reference, tax number, tax, total, reconciled, comments. Those details you can view if you select historic CSV. And if you want to import bank statement, you can download these formats, and by filling this format, you can import your bank statement. When you are importing bank statement also, you can select, there are two options: date range. If you select all transaction, system will update all transactions. And if you want to select any date range, you can select dates to import, and you can select from date 10 to date. Okay, we will take a short break, and we will start by 4:40. Okay, right. Next, we will move to accounts master files. Go to accounts, list of accounts. In this accounts master file, we will create GL accounts and item accounts. Now, in this system, when you are implementing, there may be default accounts. You can view that list of accounts from here, and if you want to keep those accounts, you can keep, and if you want to delete any account, you can delete by ticking this tick box and by clicking this delete button. And also there are few accounts, system accounts also available. However, you cannot delete these system accounts. In this blue color accounts, you can edit or delete, but the system accounts you cannot delete. Right. Next, we will create GL accounts. By clicking this add an account, you can click. You can create a GL account. Under accounts name, you can enter your account name, GL account name, and from category, you can select sales, cost of sales, other income, expenses, income, non-current asset, current assets, non-current liabilities, current liabilities, and owner's equity. When you are creating the account, carefully check this account category and select the correct GL account category. Otherwise, if you select incorrect category, your report will generate incorrect values. Okay, therefore, when you are creating GL accounts, please select the correct account category. Next, default tax type. If you have any taxes for this account, you can select the tax rate. And if you have opening balances for this GL account, you can enter the opening balance and opening balance as at date. Now I'll open GL account with transactions. Now you can see this activity and notes tabs available. In activity tab, you can view that GL account opening balance, increases, decreases, and current balance. And from notes, you can add any notes and you can attach any documents to these notes. After you enter details, you can save this GL account. Next, item accounts. Right. You can create item accounts, and these account you can link when you are creating items. Okay, you can remember when you are creating items, you can see these item accounts, and you can link only item accounts to an item. You cannot link GL accounts. You can only link item accounts. These accounts you can create from these item accounts and click add an account. You can enter that item account name, and from report group type, you can select sales, cost of sales, inventory, and item adjustments accounts. And especially now there are 4 categories. If you have activated advanced inventory module only, you can view this inventory account and item adjustment account. If you haven't activated advanced inventory module, you can view only sales account and cost of sales or purchasers account only. You can activate your advanced inventory module from this. Go to my administration, my profile. Click upgrade. Enter 1 in this advanced inventory and click next and finish. Then you can activate your advanced inventory module. Okay, after you create item accounts, you can link that item accounts to your items. Right, now you can create this your GL accounts and your item accounts. Okay, now we have created main master files such as customer, supplier, inventory, banking, and accounts. Now we will move to other additional master files. From here, you can create your fixed asset. Go to company, assets, add an assets. You can enter asset description. And you can select the category. You can enter location. If you have branches or departments, you can select that department or branch, and you can select date of purchase, and any serial number or number available for this asset. You can enter serial number, and you can enter that brought forward or supplier name, and purchase price, replacement value, and current value. If you are purchasing any fixed asset or furniture, you can enter that details. Or if you are purchasing any computer printer, you can enter that details. You can enter that printer description, category, computer equipment, and you can select the location. You can enter serial number and brought from, purchase price, replacement value, and current value. After that, you can enter these user defined fields, and also you can add any nodes to this asset. Now for an example, if you are entering a motor vehicle, you can enter nodes as that revenue license expiry date, insurance expiry date, emission test expiry date. Those details you can add here. And also we can attach your vehicle registration book to this asset. Next, asset categories. You can create asset categories from here. By clicking this add category, you can add category. You can create motor vehicles, furniture and fittings, computer equipments, buildings, like that. You can create your asset categories. Next, asset locations. You can add locations. If you have branches, you can add branches, or if your company has departments, you can add department as locations. Right, now you can create your assets. When you are entering that master file, assume you have a company and you have these customers, and you can assume who are the suppliers and what are the items you are going to sell. Or if you are maintaining bank accounts, you can think what are the bank accounts should I create, and GL account, what are the expenses, income I want to monitor. You can create those GL accounts. And in your company, what are the assets you want to maintain, those assets you can create. Okay, you can think, or if you have an idea to maintain office, and you can create your master files based on that company. Okay, please create a few items. You can create assets, asset categories, and asset locations. Okay, next we will move to budgets. You can create your budgets in this Sage Business Cloud accounting software. And after you create your budgets, you can generate your profit and loss report comparing with your budgets. right? If budget available, you can view actual value, budget value, and budget variance. You can view yearly actual budget variance, and also you can view monthly actual values, budget values, and variance. Right, now we will create a budget for our company. First, you need to enter a budget name for your budget. Right. Next, you can decide this budget for this year or next year. You will select next year. Then after that, there are two options, or else you can create your budget for this year. Then you can compare your values. You can select create your budget based on historical data, and second option is create your budget manually. Now, if your company has several years data, you can create your budget automatically based on your historical data, or you can create your budget manually. Now we will create our budget manually. Select that option, create your budget manually, and create budget. After you click this create budget, you can view your account list. You can view your sales accounts, cost of sales accounts, purchases, and expenses accounts you can view. Basically, you can view sales, cost of sales, other income, and expenses accounts. This side you can view your months, and you can enter your values here. Okay, like this, you can enter your budget values. Right, there are a few options when you are entering your budget values. You can enter first line, and after that you can copy that value to other lines. Okay, by clicking this yellow color button, you can copy to other months. There are two options. First one, copy this value across to each month going forward. If you select first option and copy now, it will copy to equal amount to other months. If you select second option, copy this value across to each month going forward, adjusting the values at the same time. Now there are few options. You can increase or decrease your value. First we will enter, we will increase our values, and from here you can increase your values based on these frequencies. Once off, every month, every 2 months, every quarter, every 6 months. And we will select every month. Here you can enter what is the percentage you are going to increase, and from here you can round up your increment. Okay, now we will check. Now here 100,000 we will copy now. Now you can see first month it's 100,000, second month 110,000, third month 121,000. It's increasing by 10%. each month it's increasing by 10%. And also you can change this percentage, and you can select every quarter. Now if you select every quarter, fourth month it's increased by 10%, and 7th month it has increased by 10%. Like that you can increase your values. If you want to decrease, you can select decrease here. Right, you can see now first 3 months it's 200,000, second 3 months it's 180, and 162, and 145,800. Like that it has decreased. Next, in addition to this yellow button, you can see blue color button. If you click this button, it will apply for that increment, apply for all accounts. Now if you want to copy these values for same values to each month, you can copy all accounts. And if you want to increase or decrease, you can select the second option. Now you can see every quarter these values has changed. Like that you can use these buttons and you can complete your budget. After you enter your budget, you can view totals here, and yearly total also you can view. After enter details, you can save your budget. Okay, now you can create a budget for your company. Go to company, budgets, add a budget, enter budget name, and select create your budget manually, and click create budget. Okay, you can practice that, increase and decrease your count values, and you can enter percentage, and you can change the frequency, and check how to copy those value to your months. Okay, right. Next, we will move to import data. Oh, sorry, analysis code. Now, in your company, there may be branches, departments, or cost centers. Okay, and you may have projects or jobs in your company. You need to check, or you need to generate profitability report for that each department or each branch or project. In that case, you can create analysis code from this analysis code, and you can link that analysis code to your transactions. Then for an example, when you are creating your customer invoices, you can link your analysis codes. Then system will identify as income for this department. And when you are generating your profit and loss report, you can generate your profit and loss report branch wise, department wise, or your cost center wise. Okay, here you can view how much your sales department income, how much marketing department income or expenses and profit, then HR department, accounts department, like that. You can view each department or branch or project or job, what are the incomes, what are the expenses, and what are the profit. Okay, so you can create analysis code from here, company analysis code, and in your analysis code there may be analysis code 1, analysis code 2, and analysis code 3. You can rename your analysis code from here by selecting that first one, and you can change to branch or department or project or cost center, like that. You can change your analysis code name. After you create or after you change your analysis code name, you can add the analysis code, or you can add analysis categories to that analysis code. By clicking this plus mark, you can enter analysis code or analysis categories. Then you can select second analysis code and you can rename, and you can add analysis categories for that analysis code. Then if you have projects or loans, you can add analysis, or you can create analysis categories for that analysis code. Okay, like that you can create your analysis code. After you create analysis code, tick this option, then that analysis code will activate. When you are entering transactions, you can select your analysis code. Now if you are entering credit notes, you can select your departments, jobs, loan, and if you are doing banking transactions, you can link your analysis codes. If it is not available here, after you create analysis code, you can customize your grid, and you can tick this analysis code, then it will display in your transactions. After you create analysis code, you can select your analysis code. Okay, like that you can link your analysis code to your transactions. Right, now you can create few analysis codes to your company. Go to company and analysis codes. Right. Okay. Like that, you can create analysis code, and we will wind up today little early because very few number of participants available today. So please go through previous notes and user manuals, and if you have any questions, please ask in next session. Okay, thank you very much for your participation. Stay safe. Okay, thanks.